What if SCP-2521 was real? Oh, for crying out loud. I already did this, didn't I? Sigh. Just roll the clip. Alright, so here's the deal. To get around the obvious problem of describing SCP-2521 directly, we're going to have to get a little creative. Instead of listing all the pictographic info that surrounds this entity, let's tell a story. Imagine, if you will, that somewhere within the infinite complexities of the multiverse, a creature emerged from the very depths of cosmic dissonance. This creature, unlike us, wasn't bound by the normal physical laws of existence. It operated on its own, fluid set of rules about what can and cannot be. Let's call this creature Bruce. Yeah, Bruce works. From the moment Bruce came into existence, though we may never truly know when that was, he quickly became a very lonely being. Because Bruce was governed by unique laws of his own, there was no one like him. He couldn't just visit a friend, hang on a couch, and watch reruns of Seinfeld until 2 a.m. Instead, he floated endlessly through the void of loneliness, clawing at intangible walls, desperate for the life he could never fully have. Like the guy at the end of It's a Wonderful Life, but without Christmas or joy, ever. Then, one day, someone glimpsed Bruce drifting through our physical plane. By sheer chance, that person informed the SCP Foundation about him. And for the first time, Bruce seemed a little closer to being acknowledged. Recognized for the gooey, long-armed, nice guy that he really is. All Bruce wanted was a chance, and it seemed he might finally get it. But when Foundation researchers tried to document Bruce, things went sideways fast. The first draft of a report, with Bruce's real name written on it, instantly alerted him. His anomalous nature picked up on it immediately. In the blink of an eye, Bruce appeared at the researcher's desk. Naturally, the researcher was terrified, but Bruce was overjoyed that someone knew his name. He snatched the paper and floated back to his void-like apartment, pinning it proudly to his void fridge. Someone knew who Bruce was, and had even written it down. For Bruce, it was perhaps the happiest day of his existence. But things escalated. The next day, the researcher, still recovering from the shock, mentioned Bruce's name aloud to his superior. And just like that, Bruce reappeared. He couldn't believe someone was speaking his name. Overcome with excitement, he grabbed the researcher with his long, tendril-like fingers and whisked him away to his void apartment, determined to be best friends forever. As you can imagine, this created a huge problem for the Foundation. Bruce's happiness aside, they couldn't continue their directive, secure, contain, protect, if their staff kept being taken away every time they mentioned him. So they found a workaround. Bruce only reacted to written or spoken mentions of his name. Methods like Morse code or infographics didn't alert him. The Foundation quickly implemented this strategy. Never write or speak Bruce's name aloud, follow the containment procedures, and things would remain under control. But there was a downside. Bruce's only desire was companionship. Now, everyone who knew him was sworn to never mention him again. Once again, Bruce became the loneliest being in existence. So, questioners, if SCP-2521 were real, would you want him to be the loneliest guy in the universe? I know I wouldn't. Poor Bruce. What if SCP-2521 was real? Well, I guess we're about to find out. Catawumps. Just kidding. I'm back. Or am I? Yeah, I'm back. Bruce is a great guy. We played foosball, ate pizza, had a blast. Drop a comment below and tell us how you'd hang out with Bruce. I'll make sure he hears all the kind things you say. But before we go, there's one last question from our previous video that needs answering.